Let's check it out. Comes with an instruction manual. Looks like here you also get a charging cable. This is definitely a lot cheaper feeling than the one you get with the PlayStation. But right here is what really matters. This is our off-brand PS5 controller. You can definitely feel a weight difference with these. But if we go ahead and pull in a real PS5 controller right here, when you have them lying down like that, you probably wouldn't second guess it. But when you put it up like this, I feel like you can kind of notice a little bit is off on this controller. The buttons are a little bit darker on the official one versus the other one, whereas this one's a little bit more glossy. The buttons are a little bit firmer than they are on this controller. This one's really firm. This one kind of loose, so definitely some quality control issues going on here. Overall, not a massive difference between the two, though. You can tell something's a little bit off about this. The biggest difference is probably on the back. You can definitely tell that this one's the official one and that this one is an off-brand one. If you know what the weight of a regular PS5 controller feels like and you pick this up, you will probably be like, something doesn't feel quite right. You might not recognize it right away, but you would be like, okay, something's not right here. This is the official PS5 controller. This is the BDM040 version. You can see it is a 9.7. Go ahead and take the off-brand model here. You can see it is a 7.5 ounces, so it is about 2 ounce difference. And you can feel it. You can feel it. This one just feels like cheaper plastic and doesn't feel very solid. Most of the weight being distributed right in the center and not any like on the outer edges. Whereas the original one, it just feels like solid plastic. The weight feels distributed almost equally throughout the entire controller, which makes it have a very premium feel to it. It also flashes white when it's trying to connect, whereas when you push this, it definitely shows up as a blue coloring. So I thought I might as well test it on the PS4 real quickly. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh, it's working on the PS4. This has me nervous. If this is working on the PS4, it better work on the PS5 too. No, what? Wait, really? Wait, so this works on the PS4 and the PS5? Dude, that is crazy. Not even the official PS5 controller works on the PS4, even when it's plugged in with a cable. And this one just works on both of them. You're telling me I could have bought this off-brand PS5 controller instead of buying this adapter to use my PS5 controller on my PS4? That's crazy. While getting backwards compatibility was an unexpected advantage over the official controller, it only took a little bit of testing before it became very clear that this controller is not nearly as good in more basic functionality. I definitely noticed a little bit more delay in inputs, especially in fast-paced games such as Rocket League. And every once in a while there would also be a little bit of drift. Movement in the game also felt a lot stiffer and more rigid. When I tried to test some of the other features in a typical PS5 controller, such as haptic feedback, it wouldn't even let me use it in game because it said it was a PS4 controller. So I guess it makes sense how I was able to use it on both the PS4 and the PS5 now, since you can connect a PS4 controller to a PS5, just not the other way around. So unfortunately that advantage also has a weakness, so I guess there's no haptic feedback or any other special PS5 features on this controller. Surprisingly, the touchpad did work, which is something I wasn't sure if it would, considering it's a little bit more complex a part that other companies might have a harder time copying. I also should report that there was a time I accidentally picked this controller up instead of my official PS5 controller and only noticed halfway through a Rocket League match that this controller wasn't right. So I guess it's closer to an official PS5 controller than I thought. However, if you're looking into an off-brand controller, I would probably recommend against it because the original one is just so much nicer and it's going to offer you much better gameplay that it's worth it to pay the extra money. However, this might not be a bad choice for any younger relatives, ones you don't quite want to hand over an expensive PS5 controller to, but still want to give them the option to play.